महाराजनी जय। गुरु हरि महंत स्वामी महाराज जय। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज शताब्दी महोत्सवनी जय। हमણાં જ પૂજ્ય આનંદપ્રિય સ્વામી વાત કરતા હતા કે સત્પુરુષને શોધવાની આપણી અંતરની અંદર ભાવના હોય. If you have a desire and it is deep, and also आप sincere हो, તો પછી જેમ ભગવાનની મૂર્તિએ કહ્યું કે ભગતજી મહારાજ સાચા સત્પુરુષ છે તો તમને સત્પુરુષની પ્રાપ્તિ થાય. આપણા મનની અંદર ઘણીવાર એવું થતું હોય છે કે આપણો જે જન્મ સત્સંગમાં થયો, you never controlled it and you never really knew about it. કોકને એમ થાય કે અમે પરદેશ લંડન આવ્યા અને પછી મને સત્સંગનો જોગ થયો. I know satsangis who met another satsangi on a bus and they became sadhus. એટલે ઘણીવાર આપણા મનમાં એવું થાય કે whatever is happening around us is chance. But to clear all the air, I wanted to just relate to you a couple of things which are very important. Just 2 days back, just now, not this phone call, a phone call just before that, it was Guru Hari Mahant Swami Maharaj, and he was talking about what happened in Chansar just 2 days back, Bapani birthplace. અને મહંત સ્વામીએ ફરીવાર એક વાત કરી, as if he was thanking me, because ચાંસદમાં મહંત સ્વામી આવવાના જ હતા, but we arranged it in a way કે મહંત સ્વામી આવે તે વખતે પણ બાપાની જે આખું ગામ છે, so it develops in a way કે બાપાનું પણ આપણે we celebrate the birth of બાપા. અને મહંત સ્વામી પણ જ્યારે તે વખતે ચાંસદ આવ્યા હતા just 2 days back. So for so many days he had been staying in Atladra. Atladra આપણું જ મંદિર છે, પ્રસાદીનું મંદિર છે, ભાવના છે, બધું જ છે. The first thing Mahant Swami said કે since morning કે અમે અટલાદરા હતા ત્યારથી મને બેચેની રહેતી હતી. The moment I entered Chansad, I feel peace, peace and peace. હવે સત્પુરુષ જ્યારે આપણને એક વાત સમજાવે છે કે આપણને ચાંસદમાં બાપા જન્મ્યા હતા was almost 95 years back, 96 years back. But still if you can feel that peace. બીજી વાત મહંત સ્વામીએ કીધું કે બીજા બધા ધર્મસ્થાન સારા જ છે, પણ ચાંસદ કંઈક જુદું છે. હવે we have to read between the lines when Satpurush speaks. Okay, there is something special. Now let me explain the same thing in a different way. Okay, જ્યારે we were in the process of publishing the book Transcendence, અને તે વખતે Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam સાથે many times we had meetings over and over again. Once in the evening I was sitting with Dr. Kalam and suddenly a brainwave came to him. He was a typical scientist and he told me is there anybody alive of Pramukh Swami's age, 90, 95, 96 in Chansad? I would want to go and meet him. મેં કીધું સાહેબ હમણાં રહેવા દઈએ. 95, 96 ચાંસદમાં અત્યારે કોઈ હોય? I said, I don't think there is anybody. We wanted that age frame. એવું નહીં just going down and meeting anybody who was in Chansad. No, he was a typical scientist, he was a thinker, he wanted to make something special. પછી he started thinking and he told me, so again I'm coming back to this idea of chance. We feel that we've entered satsang because we were born in a satsang family, or we entered satsang because something happened to us, someone we encountered, somebody just told us something and we came into satsang. એવું નથી. આ બાજુ Kalam said that I want to try, and he said, look, He said, you know that I am a scientist. I said, ha Sahib, I know. For your reference, I also want to tell you, Kalam was the son of a poor fisherman. He's seen poverty. Because he was poor, there was no facilities, so he's seen hard work. You know, the things we complain about, he's seen them. He was perhaps the only student in Chennai from his little town. So he's seen what a chance or rare opportunity is. Of course, he was an engineer, but I want to also tell you, he was not the finest engineers. He was average. So he knows what cutthroat competition is. When he became a scientist, he was not the wisest scientist. But he was the most hard-working scientist. So he has tasted success. He became a team leader. It's not that he never failed. He wanted to be a pilot and he failed miserably. And that's when I was really seriously thinking of becoming a sadhu. You know, બધા દુખી થાય ને પછી ઘણા અમારી પાસે કે સાંઈ બસ હવે તમે અમને લઈ લો તો સારું લે. Because pain and misery, different things force us onto different avenues. So Kalam has seen failure. But as a team leader, he has also seen success when he created the missiles, the hovercraft. And then he went on to create the nuclear bomb. And he was also, he loved peace, but he had told us that our nuclear bombs have not been made just for the shelf or a showcase. We'll definitely use them on our enemies' land. That's really, you know, he was so patriotic. He loved our nation so much. Kalamni Prakriti Kauchu, he was not an ordinary kid. He has gone through thick and thin of everything you and me would desire. Then the highest thing, imagine you become the President of India without you trying at all. Come on, tell me. કેટલા લોકો વલખા મારે છે, ભલામણ કરાવે, આ છે, તે છે, કેટલા બધા. You get selected to be the President of India without you even applying or trying. When our Prime Minister Vajpayee, who is unfortunately no more now, when he picked up the phone and told Kalam that we are thinking of you to become the President of India, you know what Kalam told him? That Vajpayee ji, I will have to ask one person. And who was that person? Baba. He was in Chennai in that place. He phoned. He said, I need to ask Pramukh Swami this. And you know what Vajpayee said? Of course, you ask Pramukh Swami, I too will ask Pramukh Swami then. Imagine the Prime Minister calling Swami, ke Swami, Kalam and us, amare be bhega thayine deshnu bhalu karu chi. It's not an ordinary story. And then after becoming the President of India, which he never asked or begged, and nature to beg or ask. He was never there for fame. Now I want to tell you something. After becoming the President, nobody could have ever thought that he would become the most loved President of India. Do you know after Kalam left the office, તમને યાદ પણ નહીં હોય ભારતના પ્રેસિડેન્ટ કોણ છે એના પછી. And you perhaps won't even know કે કલામ પહેલા કોણ હતો. You understand? Nobody even in India knows, or they're not even worried. This is how popular he became. He actually raised the status of the presidential office. This was Kalam. Okay? But during his presidency, he met presidents, prime ministers, thinkers, scientists across the globe. Whichever country he went into, he made and left a mark. So he's met religious leaders, country heads, scientists, and he has been to some of the best and the greatest cities of the world. When we were discussing this, somebody is not an ordinary guy who has seen the world. You know what he told me? એટલે મારે તમને યાદ કરાવવું છે. I was telling him, Kalam Sahib, you know, one thing is very important, that Pramukh Swami, he's built 1200 temples, fine. He's created 1000 sadhus, great. He oversaw 160 humanitarian activities, meaning giving at birth and then overseeing it. પ્રવૃત્તિ તો બધા શરૂ કરે, ગાર્ડન તો બધા વાવે, પછી એને સસ્ટેન મેન્ટેન કરવું. Huh? It's like having children. It's so big a challenge. Kalam, as I was telling him, and then I suddenly said, okay, Pramukh Swami visited 17,000 villages and cities. You know what Kalam said? But there is only one village I would like to visit in my life. It is Chansad. And you know why he said that? He said because Pramukh Swami was born. And this sentence should be carved in your own heart. He said the greatest good that has ever happened to the nation of India is that Pramukh Swami was born. A person who has seen India from the length and breadth. A person who was loved by 1 billion Indians. A person who raised the image of India all over the world. And he says the greatest good that has happened to the nation of India is not our resources, not the inventions that he did. Not everything that went around was that Pramukh Swami was born. And the message I want to leave you with, the greatest good that has ever happened to us is we were born in the time of Pramukh Swami Maharaj. We got a chance. And he writes, Kalam, that my chance encounter with Pramukh Swami became a divine destiny. સમજાયું? સત્પુરુષનો મહિમા. એક વ્યક્તિ who is not a satsangi, he is not worn a kanthi, who has seen the world, who is loved by the world. There's not a single person I have met in my life who does not have a good idea or a good word for Kalam. એમણે મને શું કીધું હતું કે you know Brahma Vihari Swami, take this book, the Transcendence book, and I have not revealed it before, somewhere in April. He said, you need to give me proof that Pramukh Swami has seen the book. And તે વખતે બધાને ખબર છે બાપા was wheelchair bound. He hardly spoke. Swami was not even eating. Once I tried to make a call, Kalam પાસેથી બાપાને. The phone blinked. And we are saying great things to Bapa. Kalam is saying great things to Bapa, and Bapa did not say a word. પછી તમે બુક લખી શકો? દિવ્ય ભાવ તો જુઓ. તમે પ્રમુખ સ્વામીને મળવા જાઓ અને તમે કંઈક પૂછો, પ્રમુખ સ્વામી સેઝ નથિંગ. મનુષ્ય ભાવ આવી જાય તમને. Kalam himself personally flew down and he met Swami. Here is a person who's writing a book on Pramukh Swami, the past president, and I also want to emphasize there's never been a time in the history of humanity where any past president or head of state of any country has ever written a book on a religious leader. We've never had Lincoln writing a book on the Pope. Book, article fine, opinion okay, but a book. This was told to me by HarperCollins, the most famous publishing division. They said in the history of humanity, a past president or a prime minister or head of state has never written a book on a religious leader, a book. Here's Kalam coming with a book on Pramukh Swami. I was there for a whole hour. Bapa is sitting. Pramukh Swami did not say a word. It's all of us talking. Swami did not even say a word. You know when Kalam came out into the public? He said, did you see that? Pramukh Swami smiled. He said, when Pramukh Swami smiles, the whole world smiles. that's enough for him. When he gave me the book and I showed it to Papa before it was printed, then I had to take pictures and videos. Maybe someday I'll show you that video. Swami is actually going through transcendence. Like Sriji Maharaj, Vakat Masa Paramahansos went and showed the Vajramat to Sriji Maharaj, complete authentication. Okay? When Swami saw it, and I sent that picture to Kalam and that video, that's when Kalam picked up the phone and he said to HarperCollins, now print the book. Then he asked me, okay, why I did this? Take this message home. A person who does not wear a kanti, but how much he loved Baba. He said, I am continually fearful. Mane bhai chhe. Ke by writing a book, or writing about Pramukh Swami, or talking about Pramukh Swami, I am fearful that I might just do injustice to the personality of who Pramukh Swami is. આપણી વાણી અને વર્તનથી આપણે બાપાની પર્સનાલિટીને ડેમેજ નથી કરતા ને? I think that's perhaps the greatest message that he himself said, that nothing is chance. The greatest good that has happened to India was that Pramukh Swami was born, and the greatest good that has happened to us is we were born in the time, era of Swami Baba. And that's the message we should go back with. Yes, if you have a desire, and it is deep, and you love our Guru, then of course the Guru will reach out to you, and that connection will become permanent. Thank you very much. Jai Sri.